Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I am the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. This session is being recorded over Zoom. As our adventure begins, it is Stardate 0603.80. The party has traveled with the crew of the Star Runner to a jungle planet that Arvine saw in a vision she received from her goddess Mayaheen. Arvine's vision showed a city behind a partially transparent dome where she knew there was some kind of great evil that needed to be stopped. The party fought a variety of dinosaurs as they made their way to the dome. After a brief encounter with some lizard folk, they told the party about the Yuan-Ti living in the city inside the dome. The party spent 3 days trying to find a way through the dome. With the help of the lizard folk, the party eventually made their way inside the dome using camouflage, the cover of night, and a daring plan to charge the dome as a group of Yuan-Ti were making their way inside. Once inside the dome, Arvine led the party to the central temple where they found a ritual about to take place that seemed to involve the sacrifice of well over a dozen members of different monstrous humanoid races native to the planet. The party stopped the ritual, but one of the Yuan-Ti got away. The party recovered a glowing green gem from a slain Yuan-Ti priest, as well as its ornate staff. The party took the rescued humanoids to the first level of the temple and saw that the temple was surrounded by Yuan-Ti. The humanoids have been given weapons and shields, and the party is trying to figure out their next move. So, adventurers, how would you like to proceed?
Okay. So I think...
So let me do a little bit more, this isn't stuff that I wrote out or whatever, but I just want to try to make sure that I'm painting a clear picture. You have armed the monstrous humanoids. You have been moving around on the bottom level with no issues whatsoever. And from what you can tell by moving around and trying to keep watch, I think John said that him and SDO were at one end and somebody was at the other end of the hallway or something like that. You have surmised during this brief period that the temple is surrounded by Yuan-Ti, possibly numbering in the hundreds.
Oh, jeez.
You see priests, you see archers, you see melee fighters, you see a great number of Yuan-Ti with ranged and melee weapons and spellcasters completely surrounding the temple. And they seem to be letting you do whatever it is that you want to do. And they're basically out there just kind of waiting. They haven't made any sort of an aggressive move. So you guys don't feel like there's this, oh my God, immediate pressure to have to do something right now. So you guys think about this, you guys discuss, and you guys tell me what you want to do.
Okay.
I actually find this a little strange.
I think they feel... Go ahead.
What is it that's keeping them from just rushing in and killing us?
I think they probably have some warning that we're skilled enough fighters that trying to fight us in the hallways could be very costly to them.
Well,
I think that's your pride talking.
Maybe for this is their holy symbol, and it's also the fact that we have what they were using to do the ritual themselves. So maybe they know that maybe they might guess that we might have an idea of what that can possibly do.
Do they see that, though? Strax, have you been waving the green gen around?
I have not. However, seeing as how we're in here and the one that got away knew we were in the ritual chamber, I think it's probably going to be a safe assumption on their part that we have it.
Yeah.
But there's still a question of why don't they attack?
Especially the
spellcasters. Literally, if they could swarm this building right now, and
I think they feel like they could take us whenever they want. So, do we recall correctly that there were 2 rooms that we hadn't seen yet on the first floor that were relatively close to the center of the building, just like the room that they let us go into to get all the weapons out of?
There were 2 other rooms. I don't honestly recall if you guys explored those other 2 rooms or not.
We didn't. We
not.
didn't.
We've only explored 2 of the rooms.
We
on the
didn't.
First
So wanting to
Pantry and the
know
armory.
all of our assets, Arvine suggests that we see if we can check those 2 rooms.
Okay.
My asset's better than yours.
Mine's better than all of them. Just ask Earl.
So, okay. So go up to check out the other 2 rooms on the other
When
side
did
of the
Earl see
passage.
your assets?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh boy.
Since we have a war outside of us, I think we should focus on what we need to
Yeah.
do to
Well,
prevent ourselves from dying.
Just a little
Not that I have
gallows,
to
you
worry
and
too
So-
much about that.
Oh, I've
If
got
they're-
prevention covered.
if they're not in a hurry to get in here, though, like Strax, I would offer that you should start trying to identify those things unless one of you just want, like if that staff controls the dome, that would change the tactics of the situation
I think
drastically.
we should check out these rooms first and go from there.
Okay, I agree. Sounds good. So yeah, I walked down to peek into those rooms cautiously, not knowing if there are people in them or not. But
The northwest room. The
Yep.
room contains ritual equipment such as incense, curved daggers, robes with snake forms dyed into the fabric, wooden bowls and plates, glass decanters, and so on. The northeast room contains hundreds of scimitar sherpos, along with thousands of arrows.
okay. So I kind of
Another armor.
motion to people arm themselves up further using the ranged weapons if they know how to use them. I would stuff a few of the robes in my pack and also offer them to you guys so that if we do get a chance to try to disguise ourselves, at least we have something that is native clothing to use. Make sense?
That sounds like a sound idea.
I say we have everybody grab a robe if they're available and put them on. And that way, if we do try to get out of here in the chaos, they'll have a hard time identifying who's who.
That sounds good.
Although I'm 7 foot tall, so I don't think I would be able to hide too well.
I don't know. There are some pretty long snakes in the world.
Yeah.
Well,
So
packing on
I'm the
eight
juggernaut.
people.
I put on a robe.
okay.
They won't know who I am.
Put on a robe. Okay, so we all put on robes. All right, so then, okay, so no super answers there. There are hundreds of people out there, yet they don't seem to be in any hurry to come in here. Wouldn't we like to know if there's something about that staff or that gem that could help us substantially in trying to figure out a way out of here? And also, Strax, can you please contact the ship and tell them that we're under siege, just in case Hal has any suggestions or ideas?
Well, I've never known Hal to be particularly imaginative, but I suppose they
Well,
don't know.
this is kind of a worse situation than we've gotten ourselves into at any other time.
You're
So,
so pessimistic. Yeah. Well,
Who
I'll
has
just
this-
take a moment to.
Who has the staff right now?
I think you do.
I thought you did.
I thought you also did.
I got the gem, and you
I
got.
couldn't remember. That's why I was asking.
yeah.
Is there any way for me to attempt to use it?
Yes. I mean, you use the staff right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, basically, there's a couple things. There's you could try to cast spells through it and see what happens. You could sit with it for an hour and identify it, or if you had the identify spell, you could cast that and just know what it is immediately if it's something magical. I'm not aware of whether or not Strax has done detect magic yet or not,
I don't think he has.
but I don't think you guys have ascertained
Yeah.
what is magical and what is not. But you could, the process for identifying a magic item, besides casting identify,
Identify.
is to sit with it for an hour. So that is an option. But again, you could just point the staff at the wall and try casting some spells at it or something, and
Yeah, see what sticks.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately,
there is...
Strax does not have either identify or detect magic prepared because he has very limited spell slots.
Right.
He has very limited prepared spell options, so he kind of needed to swap.
Yeah, I mean, you could experiment and get lucky and figure it out without having to identify it, or you could just wait an hour.
I'd say we hunker down, get a short rest at least for those who maybe need healing. And basically post a watch. Yeah.
There are a couple of rooms upstairs that we could easily barricade. Wouldn't be much in the way of escape from them.
Well, Janie's still got a level of exhaustion, and she's feeling kind of reckless. So she's going to attempt to cast Thunderclap through the staff.
Okay, where are you directing the Thunderclap?
Away
at the
from
wall.
us?
At the wall, okay.
Okay.
Is that a saving throw type of spell or an attack kind of spell?
It's a saving throw kind of spell.
Saving throw kind of spell, okay.
The wall fails.
Okay.
Do I need to do an attack type of spell?
Well, you cast the Thunderclap using that staff, and it seems like the way you always cast Thunderclap, that there's no noticeable difference.
Big boom. Whoa. Janie, what are you doing over there?
Maybe Arvine kind of looks and cocks her head and says, "It maybe your ice spell?"
Sure. So I'll
Arvine, stop metagaming. No,
to cast Ray of Frost at the wall.
Okay. There's something about the way that the staff channels your magic that feels... I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but basically it feels better. Like you're used to the way it feels when you cast that spell through your other staff. You cast it through this staff, and there's something about it that seems different, and it just like it feels good. It feels different in a way that's kind of better than what you were using before.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Strax, did you contact the ship already?
Yeah, I just kind of hand waved it a little bit, unless there's something interesting that Chris wants to bring to it.
What is it you're doing regarding the ship?
Just wanted to give just a regular check-in.
Tell her that we're besieged by hundreds of soldiers and ask if they know of any way
you
to
say that like it's a problem.
A diversion.
Come on,
please. Janie, are you with me on this?
John, I need you to roleplay this.
Okay, we'll play this one out then. So, all right. Hey, Al, you there?
Yes, Drax, I'm here.
Hey, just wanted to check in, let you know we're all still here, still alive. Kind of besieged by a few hundred snakes, but we're still here.
That's not good, Strax.
No. Well, depends on your point of view.
You hear Arvine whispering loudly, "Ask them if they have any way to do a diversion or help." And she kind of stomps me a foot.
Well, I suppose. Wanted to know if you have any options on the outside as far as, I don't know, being able to shoot the cannons at the city, make some noise out there. I don't know.
She kind of whispers, like, "Tell them about the lizard folk. I wonder if they could raise up an attack."
Hal says, "Did you get inside the dome?"
Yeah, we're inside the dome right now. In fact, we're kind of in the middle of the building that's right in the middle of the dome. And we've got a whole lot of, what do they call them?
Yuan-Ti?
Yeah.
Snakes.
You've heard of them.
Snakes.
Snakes. Well, they're snakes. Yeah. Got the place surrounded.
So if we were to fly the ship over there, you would be on the other side of the dome, correct?
We would be inside the dome. You'd be outside, yeah.
I'm not sure what we could do to help you from that point of view, but we could stay over the dome if you want.
Well, staying nearby might not be a bad idea in case we need a fast pickup.
Very well, Strax. I'll talk to Braun.
Thanks, Al.
Married in a hurry, married in a hurry. Wait.
Just taking notes.
So that is the extent of the conversation. A couple minutes after you mentioned there, she checks in with you.
Go ahead, Al. What you got?
And she says, Strax, the ship is on its way.
Thanks, Al.
You're welcome, Strax.
All right.
Rad.
So, ship's going to be docked outside the dome. We just need to get out there.
Yep.
So, here's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. This staff feels pretty powerful. I wonder if I could just blast us out.
If you use the staff and think about the dome, do you feel any kind of a connection?
I think we might be pushing things a little bit too far.
I may be confused about the way that my magic works. I'm not always all that in control of it, but I don't think it works that way.
Right.
Well, I don't know. You know, something about that or something about the stone. I just feel like there has to be something. You figured out that the dome was generated by magic, right?
Well, kind of obvious.
So if it's generated by magic and this temple is the center of the town, then it feels like there's something here that we haven't thought about that we need to, before we're going to try and bust out hundreds of people and not have the dome open for us to get out of.
I'd like to try to recall something. The when we were outside and we saw the priests opening the holes in the dome.
Yes.
We did. Did we see them carrying a staff similar to this or carrying any device to do it?
They seem to basically be casting a spell.
Okay.
They didn't have a staff like the one that Janie's holding now.
Okay, so it was a spell they knew in order to do it. Okay.
All right. I mean, I think that it's worth taking the hour to identify the stone. I really do. They're not in a hurry to come in here.
Yeah, so we do have a little bit of time, so I suggest we do all that we can to prepare ourselves and prevent further deaths than necessary.
And then Janie could identify the staff. And then we'd really know what all of our resources are.
Well, I'm not against trying to hunker down for a while. We could use a break.
I'm so tired.
Sorry, sweetie. I don't know if an hour might help you, but at least let's take a breather. And we'll keep a watch. We've got a whole bunch of armed people in here, and I kind of stepped away just to make sure that I'm keeping the one leader of the prisoners informed of the fact that we're trying to figure some stuff out before we figure out what we want to do.
Have them set the watch.
Arvine kind of asks if they have any idea or if they know how people operate the dome. Have they seen anything?
They have no clue.
Okay, I didn't think it was likely, but she asks.
So what's the plan then?
All right.
Take a short rest and do some identifying.
Head up to the second floor to where one of there's the rooms. The only rooms on the second floor are the two at the end.
Well, there's two that take up the entire length of that floor with a hallway through the middle.
Okay. We've been in those rooms.
Yes,
right?
we've been in those rooms.
Yes, we've been in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
just basically commandeer one of those rooms and barricade the door.
It's a doorway, but you can put if you go to the room with the table, you can put the table in front of it.
There's
have all the prisoners come with us, right? Are we leaving people on watch downstairs, or are we just going to bring everybody?
Somebody needs to stay on watch. Let them know if they're going to
I'll take a turn watching.
So prepare to barricade the door that we can just slide into place quickly so that we can get out and check on the watch.
Okay, so it's a very large table. It's very heavy, but with all of the recently freed humanoids, you can position it up against the wall so that you can kind of like slide it into place if we need to.
Okay.
Once it survives.
This was the dining hall room upstairs,
correct.
right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And Matisse, are you downstairs? Are you on the stairs? Are you on the second floor stairs? Like where exactly are you?
I would probably stay on the stairs with view of being able to see what they're doing.
There's 4 sets of stairs, so I would suggest maybe staying in the doorway where we can see.
Yeah, I wouldn't separate. Arvine kind of shakes her head and says, yeah, I wouldn't separate yourself at that far, Matisse. You should stay closer to us.
Or I could be assuming, but would we be able to see the entry point of all 4 staircases from the room that we're planning to hunker down in?
If you were standing in the hallway, then you could see down both hallways, and you could see anybody that came out of any of those stairways.
So maybe have Matisse and some of the prisoners out there kind of resting but on watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So that they can zip inside and we can set the barricade if we have to. I mean, I don't think they're going to try to bust in because they know it would be not to their advantage to do so.
Okay.
I mean, they let us...
Well, that's just it. It would be very much to their advantage. They could swarm us and we wouldn't have a chance.
Not really, because we can block up those hallways really quickly. Their hundreds of numbers don't help them.
Their hundreds of numbers very much help them. We don't have the resources to fight them all off.
Well, they just heard about us taking down some of their strongest priests easily, though.
5,
So-
not hundreds.
That's,
And
But
it wasn't easy.
and it wasn't easy. I'm very badly bloody.
I know. That's why I would say short rest. You can do identify and you can roll hit dice. So that's
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, I'm going to spend the time to see what I can figure out about this jewel.
okay.
Janie's gonna try to identify the staff, Matisse, and some of the other
Means I
humanoids.
can't roll hit dice, right?
No, you can do both. I think.
Yeah, you can
identifying
identify
is
something on
okay.
a short rest.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be the same hour that you spend resting.
Okay.
And Matisse and some of the humanoids are in the hallway,
Yeah.
basically watching the stairs in case anybody comes up. So the hour goes by and you get your short rest.
Actually, sorry, Chris. One thing in there. Arvine would probably sit down just for like 10 minutes of that and kind of meditate and she doesn't necessarily expect to get a response, but she would try to reach out to Mayaheen and just kind of send the thoughts that it's like, okay, we got ourselves into a bit of a corner here. Is there any guidance you can offer? And just kind of.
Do you have divine
meditate.
intervention? Do you have that
No.
ability?
No.
Okay.
She does not. She would wait to see if Mayaheen might give her a vision during that time, but that's all she'd be doing.
Okay.
So
the hour goes by.
Yeah.
And Janie, you are able to intuit through your examinations of the staff that it is a staff of the adder, which if you look in D&D Beyond, I don't know where you would find it because I'm usually the DM part, but it's called the Staff of the Adder, and it should be in D&D Beyond. And it has an additional magical property that when you use it, it gives you +1 to attack and damage, like if you're hitting somebody over the head with it. And it gives you +1 to spell attack rolls, like if you're using Ray of Frost.
Okay.
So it's +1 to hit and damage, it's +1 with spell attacks, and it is otherwise a Staff of the Adder as it is written from the D&D sources.
It indicates that it requires this 2-minute from cleric, druid, or warlock, though. So can I even use it?
Yes, you can use it.
DM says yes.
Okay.
additional property where it can be atoned by a sorcerer.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm playing by the rules.
I know.
Just saying.
Yeah, Janie doesn't see any such listing in D&D Beyond. She just attunes to it and it works.
Because Janie is very special.
She
I
has
don't.
Janie is
talent.
very
She has
Special.
special.
Okay, Strax.
Okay.
You sit with the stone, and it's strange because you do learn some things about it, but it's your information is somewhat incomplete.
As expected.
You know that it is a power source. It is a very strong power source that is of some sort of unknown origin. But you know it is first of all, it's a very valuable gem. It's worth like thousands and thousands of gold pieces on its own. But it has within it some sort of a magical power source that is extremely strong. And through your time that you spend with it, you know that this crystal is the power source for the dome.
There we go.
Interesting.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't get it, but I get it.
Now let's get the pluck out of here.
I will add one more thing to it. You know that the priest was using it in the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You're not quite sure why, but you sort of, you're making an assumption that the mass of raw power that is in it, the raw magical energy that is in it, was something that the priest felt was necessary in order to do whatever ritual he was doing.
Okay, so it's not like they were trying to figure out what the stone was. They were trying to use the stone as part of whatever it was they were trying to do.
Correct.
Okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
So, let's see here. So did everybody roll hit dice who wanted to roll hit dice during this period?
Yeah, if anybody wants to roll hit dice.
Yes, Mom. No.
To get your hit points
Love
back.
you guys. Just looking out.
If anybody has...
I rolled three of my hit dice. So.
Do I get a chance to rest during my time? Or?
If you're just standing watch, yeah.
Yeah, watch is
fine.
not strenuous activity.
Okay.
So.
Unless you were doing jumping jacks the whole time, Greg, then no.
I might have been doing push-ups.
Gray area.
So, can you go over, because the Staff of the Adder doesn't mention what it does to my normal spell attacks. It just gives me
Correct.
a listing of what it hit and all that would be.
Right. I'm customizing that item.
Okay.
I'm just saying that has other abilities because I feel like it.
Okay.
Right.
Because he's awesome.
So if you read the description of the Staff of the Adder, it does everything in the description.
Okay.
But you need to make a note somehow on your D&D Beyond character thing that you have +1 to hit and damage when you use it as a melee weapon, and you have +1 to spell attacks when you use it for stuff like Ray of Frost.
Okay.
1d10.
You may have to finagle that somehow on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to customize attacks and stuff, so she can probably do it.
Good.
Yeah, Greg is doing the same thing for Matisse's +1 laser sword because I can't make a +1 laser sword. Or at least I think I tried to make it in D&D Beyond, and it was just awkward. So Greg had to make a custom attack for it.
+10. All right, so that gives me 12. All right. So
Okay, I think I can put it in on the override function.
Yeah.
For the
Okay, I'm good.
customize.
Just one hit die. Nice.
Yeah, and I think almost everything in D&D Beyond has some place where you can put notes in it or something.
So nothing that has a saving throw, it doesn't. Things that have a saving throw don't have an effect. Correct.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Just making sure I understood that correctly.
Yep. It doesn't do anything for spells with saving throws.
And then its actual hit DC, you're saying that it's +1 to what it already lists, correct? For melee attacks.
That's right. If you use it to bonk somebody on the head, it's +1 to hit and damage.
Okay.
Which has been very effective for our party in the past.
Well, I've already knocked people out quite a few times with my shillelagh.
Quarterstaffs hit for a D8, man. They're great.
Janie's got some skill with that thing, man. I'm telling you.
I have
my mind's
stowed away
eye.
my
I see her.
quarterstaff in choosing this thing, which I think is very appropriate, considering it has a snake head on it.
I could probably paint the mini to look more like a snake head on that jeweled staff because it is a beautiful ornate staff. Ooh.
I can attack with the snake head.
Snake.
A snake.
Just letting you know.
This sounds like it's right up Janie's alley.
Yeah, so you can give our enemy's head. Wait.
Whoa.
Wrong.
Are you blushing, Jamie?
No! And by no, I mean yes!
Oh, she's turned pink. That's like the John shade of pink. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty neato. So, let's see. Arvine kind
I had too much
of.
caffeine today. I'm not really blushing.
Arvine didn't get anything from Mayaheen during that time, right?
You had some nice personal time with prayer.
Whoa.
It's exciting. Arvine kind of like shakes her head and like kind of. She sees Janie like smiling and like assumes that all is good and kind of looks over at Strax and says, so what did you learn?
Well, I think I have figured out why they haven't rushed us yet.
Oh.
Hang on.
So you're trying to make sure you get Strax's voice and not Southern voice, John?
I'm trying.
Southern, Irish.
Stop making
Southern
fun
German.
of my brother.
I think I know why they haven't, rushed us.
It's with love.
Therefore, I'm going to bring out my witch voice again.
That was pretty awesome. I'm so excited for people to listen to that episode in a few months. Spoilers! Oh.
Well, it appears that whatever that priest guy snake thing was trying to do, it was not to try to figure out what this jewel was. It was apparently being used as part of whatever it was he was trying to do in order to empower it. This jewel is some sort of strange power source, really quite powerful. I can certainly make use of it. But of more immediate concern, this jewel also is probably what's powering that dome.
Wow.
So
What
certainly is a very good bargaining chip for getting us out of here.
Yeah. Well,
Could I ray of frost it to death?
Did
Did I get the
Arvine
sense of its
kinda-
fragility?
You believe it wouldn't be that difficult to destroy it.
Yeah. Right.
So that's
Probably why they haven't rushed us is because they don't want us to smash this thing.
I mean, I'm sure it must be incredibly valuable if it's powerful enough to do something like this. But I mean, I guess the two thoughts I would have, and I hope we don't have to go down the path of destroying it, but we might, just because getting rid of the dome and having the ship rush in would be the perfect siege opportunity to let us and all the prisoners get out of here. But the question I would have is that don't you have a bag that you said goes to a different dimension? I'm wondering if you put the stone in that bag,
Would the thing
if that
go away?
might break its connection to the dome.
Well, in my head, that's where I'd been keeping it. I don't know if it matters that I didn't say that out loud.
It might have, but now that we're at this point, it doesn't.
No, okay.
Ba-ding!
Because I could, anyway. Because if it mattered, I could just say that I
So-
haven't been.
Strax, why don't we get to getting rid of this stone so we can get out of here?
Unless you
Well-
think you could figure out how to control it, but they were having such a hard time. I mean,
Well, I don't think they were having a hard time controlling the stone. I think they needed the power in the stone to do whatever it was they were trying to do that we interrupted.
do you think that you could will it to turn the dome off?
Try.
I could certainly give it a try. That would up our bargaining power. Because I
Is
don't
that-
think... Yeah. Well, before we think too much farther, let's give it a try.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can exert some sort of will over the stone.
There's a joke there.
Oh, what a stone I am!
Getting a
Strax has power over his stone.
whoa, wow,
I have very powerful stone.
whoa.
Strax starts to focus intently on the stone, and you focus your mind on it, you focus your will, you try to tell basically the stone to power down the dome,
Mm-hmm.
and you find yourself staring at this shiny gem for about 10 or 15 seconds and nothing happens.
Well, where's worth a try?
We could
So-
put it on the far side of the room, and I can start pelting it with the laser rifle. And Janie,
Why are you so quick to destroy everything?
I
that comes
don't
into our
want
possession?
to, but it's the tactically best thing for us to do to get out of here is to
no.
put the dome.
Tactically, if we destroy the thing, they will instantly rush us. So, no.
Not if they're being
If
attacked
we-
from the outside.
It's gonna take too long. Even if the ship is outside the dome,
if you tell Hal to open fire.
If I tell Hal to open fire, there'll be a few explosions on one side of the building. The other side is still going to be wide open to rush us. No,
and it
that's
takes
not
3 actions to load and shoot.
And there wouldn't be any explosions. There would be ballista bolts coming down.
Okay,
right. So there's no explosions. Like taking the barricade down seems like the strongest strategy.
Nope. And our strongest strategy is that we use this to bargain with them for our freedom. They know we have it. They know we can destroy it. They take us. They let us leave the dome, or we destroy it
after we leave it.
Well, I don't think the whole reason that I think that she sent me here was for us to get rid of this. Any scenario in which they potentially get it back, that's not okay with me.
I never said we would give it back to them.
We just let them believe we're giving it back to them.
There you go, Jim.
I'd rather destroy it in a space like this where we have a big room where we know we can put it far away from us, because I would question if it's that powerful, how destructive it's going to be if we blow it up.
Then wouldn't you rather do it out, in the forest instead of where we could kill more villagers?
I'm worried that I think that they're going to be so desperate not to let the stone go. If it's the power source of the dome, we don't have a chance of getting it to the forest in the first place.
I think if they're that desperate to not lose the stone, they won't have a choice other than to let us go.
It can't hurt to see if they're willing to bargain with us before we just destroy it.
Why would we want to do that?
Do what?
Why would we want to bargain with them who've taken prisoners of people and killed people and made slaves of them? That doesn't seem like something that we should give credence to
I'm
all.
Agreeing with you, Matisse.
Because that's how we survive.
No, I think
if we destroy the stone, we die. It's that simple.
That is a vast assumption. I don't agree with you.
Tactically sound assumption.
Not at all. Because
put yourself in their shoes. You've got a couple of hundred guys holding and facing down a half dozen people.
If their dome goes away, the lizard folk will have patrols running attackers here, and as soon as they see it, they're going to know that. Which is not going to help
us, because that's going to be at least an hour before they even mount an offense. If
that's the bulk of their fighting force, they're going to be scrambling to defend about it because they know that it's coming.
No. How many of them is it going to take us out? Not a quarter of what's out there.
I don't think that they're going to stay. I think they're going to be focused on defending their perimeters.
What would you do if somebody destroyed
That's an awfully bold assumption, Arvine. And considering that gem right there is the only thing keeping them from coming in here and slaughtering us, I don't think it's a good idea to destroy it right away.
Without being able to coordinate an attack with somebody other than our ship, there is no way that destroying the dome is going to cause anything other than fury from the people out there, and they will instantly rush us.
I don't think that that's a guarantee at all. And why not reach out to Hal and see if they can spot a lizard folk patrol from overhead?
Why risk our lives on what you think is not a guarantee?
There are no guarantees.
Because I don't think that negotiating with them is going to go well. I think we're going to get close enough to
Nobody here said that negotiating with them ends with us giving the stone back.
Right, but it ends with us getting close enough to them that they're people with that spell that made us just sit down and do nothing. Who's to say they don't just tell us to sit down and drop the stone? We need a massive diversion, and destroying the dome will create that.
So I'm gonna say something here, and I feel like I have to preface this by saying, don't make assumptions. Okay. During your short rest, Hal did say that the ship is above the dome. That is not a hint. Don't read into that. I'm just telling you that is what happened.
Yeah,
the ship is above the dome.
I figured he would have been there by now. I've been keeping that in mind, but it's the ship that in Strax's mind. The ship alone is not enough of a distraction.
Yeah, I'm just telling you that it's there.
I'm saying that the ship might be able to see the lizard folk patrols. They might be able to, land somebody and go tell them that the dome is about to drop to set this up.
Might be able to.
If they're not in a hurry, we have all the time in the world.
You do know that there are lizard folk patrols out there circling the dome at the moment.
So what I would do is ask Hal to send some people out to contact the lizard folk patrols and tell them that the dome is going to drop and to get ready to attack.
The lizard folk aren't going to trust Hal right away, and Hal doesn't speak their language.
No. Let me think about this one for a minute. Were they speaking common, or did we just actually have somebody that...
They had really broken common.
Achuk and the others spoke broken common, so I think that there's a decent chance that among the crew people could get through.
It seems to be fairly common that you have a handful of humanoids on this planet that you run into who will speak broken common. I mean, even the Yuan-Ti speak broken common. Some of the lizard folk did. There's only one person in the group of humanoids that you freed who speaks it, but it's reasonable to assume that basically maybe 20% of each population here speaks some sort of broken common.
So
if we can coordinate attack from the outside, then maybe we have an option there.
Yeah. So you want to reach out to Hal and see if they can do it?
And I'm sure these people here would actually fight for their freedom if given the chance.
Right. But I want them to have a way to get easily to that freedom.
They would fight for the right to party.
Right. To party.
My mom threw out my best porno bag.
On how long it would take them to muster. Because for something like this, they would want to muster as much as they can. These sort of attacks are not...
Well, their patrols are very active. They were able to help us head off that party coming back to the dome in under an hour.
Yes, that was... So they're well informed. That doesn't mean they have enough people.
Achuk is the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
the lizard man.
The peoples have always been at war. So if hundreds of people in that village mustered...
You know nothing of war, Arvine. So, anyway. But I can see if I can get Hal to put us in direct contact with Achuk.
Or one of the patrol leaders. Anybody they can find. Yeah.
No, it's got to be Achuk.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Hal.
Yes, Drax?
Got a mission for you. Out around the dome, you may spot some roving bands of lizards. Get a hold of one of them. See if you can find this other lizard named Upchuck. What was it?
Achuk. Tell her that we found a way to drop the dome.
I'm getting to that.
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
See if you can
She's so pushy.
Arvine's like tapping her foot. She's pacing. She's
Okay, relax.
See if you can get him a communicator. I need to talk to him.
I understand, Strax. I'll be in contact as soon as I can.
Thanks, Hal.
So 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, and then Hal comes back over the communicator about 20 minutes later and says, "Hello, Strax.
Go ahead, Hal.
We have been circling the dome, but we are having difficulty finding your friend Achuk because there are thousands of monstrous humanoids along the tree line."
Whoa.
Interesting.
Maybe they're waiting to get into this.
Get into this Achuk. Yeah.
But it seems...
Can you find out who is currently leading this war band and get a communicator to that guy?
If
we
you
need to coordinate this.
If you can give us a little bit longer, I can try to find somebody who can give us some information.
Now. Yeah.
Very well, Strax. So another 10 minutes go by, and you hear a different voice come over the communicator saying, does this rock work? Is talking working with rock?
Yeah, I hear you. Who are you?
This Achak. Who you?
Oh, hey, good to meet you. Good to meet you again, Achak. All right.
Who this?
This is Strax.
Oh, Strax. You inside Dome. What happening?
Well, we got a bit of a situation.
Ship fly over. Give me a rock. Tell me to talk.
Yeah. Well, I think you're going to like this one. And I think you're going to be able to give us a hand, and we're going to be able to give you one. I got a way to drop the dome.
That is good.
But so we need to what my plan is I'm going to go ahead and drop the dome, but you need to be ready to charge in as soon as it goes down.
You too slow. We already hoped for that plan. We have thousands of humanoids all waiting for Dome to drop. We just waiting for you.
Excellent.
That's
Give
awesome.
me get your guys ready. I'll give me, I don't know. Do you even know what a minute is?
Not sure what your
Count to
time
500 if you can, and then I'll drop the dome.
You hear him say,
Janie comes into your head and says, "Stupid boy, just tell them to wait until the dome drops and run."
11.
Kicks him in the shin.
You're supposed to be using this time to get everybody ready to charge, by the way.
Strax, tell them to wait for the boom.
Arvine is readying her laser rifle. So
All right.
You
The
hear Achak
explosion is time.
say, I tell you what, you drop Dome, we run in.
Fine. All right.
okay, so
Close the comm.
okay. Arvine's
All
heard
right.
half the conver. Go ahead.
They're ready. I guess they were hoping we'd have a way to drop the dome, so they're ready to charge in.
Okay.
We just need to be ready to book it on our end.
Okay. Do you want to put? How long is the hallway upstairs? Like, what would be the greatest range at which we could destroy the stone to prevent as much of the collateral to people in our party and our prisoners
the
as we
hallway on
can?
the second floor is about 100 feet.
Okay. So I'd kind of say, Strax, what do you think about putting the stone at one end of the hallway, and then myself and Janie can take pot shots at it with the laser rifle and her spells from the other end until it goes boom? I'm just trying to think of ways to minimize collateral. I think that might be the best.
I'd rather we be downstairs ready to run as soon as we have the opportunity and not stuck here on the second floor.
I mean,
But-
we could put it in one passageway downstairs. I'm just worried if one of them rushes in and grabs it, everything could go south. So I'd rather destroy it
No,
out of sight from them.
We don't want them
Yeah.
to see us destroying it, because then
Right,
they will
exactly.
immediately rush. We're
Yep.
probably going to get some trouble as it is anyway, and we need to be ready for it.
Why don't we get to whichever stairway is nearest to one of the ends of the hallway, Chris?
Mhm.
We'll put the stone like maybe 60 feet away or something, as long as there's not a stairway where someone else could grab it,
Sure.
and then I'll start shooting at it, and then basically you can have everybody staged all up and down that stairway, ready to rush like hell once it goes boom.
Well, no, what we need to prepare for is not to immediately rush out there, but to be prepared for them to rush in on us. We need to be barricaded and ready.
Yeah, I mean, do we just want to barricade one of the stairways? That's the easiest point to hold, but I honestly think that their soldiers may run away in a hurry with the force of the attack that's about to come in on them.
No,
Well, that's
So-
for them to worry
we
about.
barricade.
Let's-
No, I got a better idea. We barricade ourselves in the pantry. Oh wait, no, and in the weapon store.
Okay.
Much as I could use a snack.
Well,
right now.
we're the contingent of us who are going to destroy the stone will need to be up here. But if you want to have everybody else get down there and get ready, then that's fine. I wonder if they might.
We'll be split up. We'll have and probably have a horde between us.
Can we send the prisoners down there just to the bottom of the stairway near that central hallway and then rush down to follow them?
Sure, I don't mind them being cannon fodder.
I don't think they're going to be. Just.
Nah. How big was that room that had all the weapons in it? Well, pointed question, is there enough room in there for all of us?
Yes.
Or was it just like a closet?
No, it's big enough. The rooms on the bottom floor are the biggest because it's a pyramid shape. So
Okay.
the ones on the bottom are pretty big.
No. I mean, let me just clarify something here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I missed a detail. At what point did we think the jewel was going to explode when we broke it?
I'm sorry,
Did
what?
somebody say?
We don't know, but because it's a massive energy storage device,
It'll probably go.
that's Arvine's worry. Not even being a spellcastery type, as you told her that it's an energy storage device. It's
Can I
very
make an
very
Arcana check as to
powerful.
whether or not that's how likely that is?
I'll give you a little bit of a high difficulty on it, but yes, you can make an Arcana check.
Okay. 19.
19.
I'm you not sure is a fine answer if that didn't make it, but
Yeah, I mean, you think it's conceivable, but you don't know enough about it.
fair. All right. And how fragile do I think the stone is? Would smashing it against the ground or a wall be sufficient, or do we have to actually blast it?
You think if you just took it in your hand and you smashed it up against a stone wall, that would be enough to probably crack it into 2 or 3 pieces?
Right.
All right. Well, then let's keep this simple. Get everybody down into the weapon store, barricade the door, and I'll just throw the thing against the far wall.
I mean,
Aye, Captain.
I'm okay with that as long as you're sure you can throw it far away from us. Otherwise, shooting at a distance just feels safer to me. But it's up
Well,
to you.
that's why we're
Let's
going to be ducked behind a door.
Do what you want to
Let's
do.
go.
Okay.
We can't be all day about this.
Okay.
Again.
Okay, so you barricade yourselves in the room with the bow and arrows, or the room with all the primitive weapons. It doesn't really matter which one you
With
go
the bow and
to.
arrows and stuff. Hey,
Okay, bow and arrows.
ranged
fine.
weapons are good.
So throw it to
People
the
can shoot
opposite
things
room.
through the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Barricade that door. All right, Chuck. You're ready.
I have the stone back now, Strax. I believe your friend is ready.
All right then, Hal. Get ready for the door. Get ready for the dome to go down. Meet us to the north of the city. Direct north.
Very well, Strax.
All right.
Okay, so you're down there in the
And-
weapons room. You barricade the door with some tables and stuff.
Okay. Oh, everybody duck out of the way. And I pitch that stone as hard as I can against the wall across the hallway.
The opposite room. Yeah.
In the opposite
Cool.
room. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you chuck the gem, and it hits the wall and it shatters into maybe 4 pieces.
Mhm.
And you see basically the glow that it had inside it just disappears, and it becomes just a regular gem. And there's no explosion, there's no real sound, but suddenly you hear a lot of Yuan-Ti voices from outside talking and hissing, and you hear a lot of draconic going back and forth.
So I can partial hear their parcel tongue. All right.
Partial. Do you just kind of hang out in there for a little while, or what are you doing within the next 5 minutes?
Well, obviously, stick my head out the door around our barricade and see if we're
See what's
getting any
going on.
visitors.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you kind of look around the corner, and you can clearly see the dome is not there anymore,
Mhm.
and you see that the Yuan-Ti are essentially panicked, and there are priests that are barking out orders, and Yuan-Ti are running around all over the place and everything, and you begin to hear kind of an odd sound coming in the distance. At first, it's kind of hard to make out. As it gets louder, it sounds like hundreds of voices shouting. Sounds like a mob of creatures is approaching. The Yuan-Ti all look in the direction of the noise, and the Yuan-Ti priests begin shouting orders at their archers, and the archers begin like firing arrows into the city. I mean, there's still a lot of Yuan-Ti outside the temple, but a lot of them have they're running around different directions, and their all attention is turned away from the temple. And you see a flood of monstrous humanoids come pouring through the streets of the city, attacking the Yuan-Ti as they go. And you think maybe you can see Achak out there in the front. You know, in the mob, you can see like troglodytes, goblins, lizard folk, bullywugs, kobolds, and all kinds of other monstrous humanoid races.
All right,
Charge!
it's time to go.
Yeah. So
Uh,
us with the group of prisoners?
Okay, so you take the group of prisoners and you exit
Whichever
exit
the
the north,
north door. Yep.
heading north.
Sounds like a plan.
north there. Okay. So you leave the temple through the north passage, and when the monstrous humanoids that are with you see what's going on, they get all
Ditch my robes. Ditch the robes, by the way, because
Yes.
yes, that's
At the door.
that's fine. That's fine. The humanoids that are with you get all like battle frenzied, and they go basically like running off on their own to basically join in with the battle. And
off to glory.
Or death.
you guys start to move away from the temple, but basically as you do, as the humanoids kind of scatter and you start to try to make your way into the city, a small group of Yuan-Ti basically break off in the direction of a priest, and they come over to him to fight with you. So I'm going to have you guys roll initiative.
Yes, I was
Okay.
hoping we would have a little bit of fun before we could leave.
15.
Yeah. Nice.
15.
14.
Nice.
19.
6.
Karma's a bitch.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll initiative for my dudes. So this one. So the initiative order for this combat is some of the Yuan-Ti, Janie, some of the Yuan-Ti, Matisse, Strax, Arvine, and some of the Yuan-Ti.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope you burned all your high rolls on initiative.
So we will start off at the top of the round with some of the Yuan-Ti, and it is who is that? That is the Brood Guard, which is this unique individual right here. What is the Brood Guard going to do?
Fireball.
20.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, man.
She's just going to get in there.
Oh, it's a she.
Let me
she's
pin the
just gonna-
video. Pin the video.
They all have cloaca.
Wow. I don't even know what that is.
Can we just be fluid and not worry about he or she?
The Yuan-Ti moves up there and
Hey.
yells out this battle cry and seems to be very, very reckless.
Oh,
reckless.
no.
Oh.
Freaking barbarians, man. Looking at Greg.
All right, she's going to try to bite Arvine, our Asimar fighter.
Bite me! Bite me.
Quite literally, he's going to bite you.
Bonjour-moi.
Right
With
attack
advantage, she's
is
pretty
AC,
like
AC 16.
Oh, I think that is actually, yep, that's a miss.
Okay.
Wow.
Misses with the bite. Tries to claw you. Claw. I have the wrong damage die. Claw. Okay, claw attack.
One's a smaller. I don't care. Oh,
AC 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll be for 4 slashing.
Okay.
And then another attack with a claw.
Wow. He
Claw bite.
vicious.
That hits AC 22
That will hit.
for 5 slashing.
Okay.
Okay. So multi-attack, 3 attacks, reckless.
Okay. So
Uh,
it looks like it's off balance now, kind of.
Yes, it looks like it's not really focusing on its defense, and it would be probably a little bit easier to hit with melee attacks,
Okay.
or to hit with attack rolls in general.
Okay.
So then it goes to Janie, our Kalashtar sorceress.
Okay, I'm gonna stay right where I am and
Okay.
beam some chili ice in the general vicinity of Mr. or Miss or that just tried to attack my friend there.
Okay, so right now it has cover from you because of Arvine. Which is just
step to the side.
step to the side, shoot, step
To the
back.
right.
Yes.
Got it.
Back to the left.
Got it.
So is that going to be an attack roll with advantage?
Forget how reckless works.
Attack rolls against it have advantage. Yeah, it just says attack rolls. It doesn't specify melee or range. So
Okay.
yes, you have advantage.
All right. So Ray of Frost coming at you.
Ray.
That'll be AC 26.
Damn, woman. That new staff.
I probably don't need to ask this, but are you including the +1 to hit?
I am.
Yes, that
And
hits.
I rolled a critical, but it was on my
Wild surge.
dice.
Oh.
Darn.
All right,
rolled a
so
100.
Ray of Frost hits her right in the chest.
And that'll hit with 10
10.
cold damage. And speed is now reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn.
Okie doke.
Of my next turn.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. I'll ask you. I mean, I'll try to track it myself, but because I have a lot of things to track, if I forget, please remind me. She probably won't be moving anywhere, but just in case.
Okay.
Okay. And you didn't wild surge. Is that your turn?
I did not wild surge. That will be my turn.
Okay. So then it is the Yuan-Ti Purebloods.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Let's see.
It doesn't say specifically.
All right, so we'll start with A. A is going to move up here and go after Matisse.
Oh boy.
So Matisse, Scimitar, multi-attack on you.
STO1 bites him.
SDO1's imposing disadvantage?
Yep.
Okay. SDO1 tries to get in the way. Oops. Stop doing that. Ah!
You're rolling the black dice.
Okay, so with the Scimitar, it is AC 16 on
That will miss.
Matisse. Okay. SDO1 pulls that snake off balance, that UNT, and it doesn't connect with the Scimitar. But it tries to make another swing. This time, regular. It's just the one attack, John?
Regular.
Correct.
Regular.
Still AC 12, Greg.
That will miss.
That time you deflect it with your shield. And then we'll go to B.
Ba.
B will do the same thing. Regular attack. AC 9.
Miss.
Clangs off your armor. AC 20
That will hit.
for 4 slashing.
Okay.
Okay. Letter C
Letter C.
is going to move up there. For the listeners, we have 6 Yuan-Ti Purebloods, 1 Yuan-Ti Broodguard, and a Yuan-Ti Priest. And I have water markers on the Yuan-Ti Purebloods because there's a bunch of them. So letter C for the Purebloods. goes up and again goes after Matisse. AC 9.
That will miss.
You duck underneath that one. AC 14.
That will miss.
Put your shield up in front of that one. E is going to come up here. Take a couple of swings at Arvine. AC 16.
That will miss.
Move out of the way of that one. AC 5. Again, you duck underneath. Let's see. C, E. E is going to come over here. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Oh, you can tell which mini is yours.
Yeah, mine
right?
has a giant blue cloak. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting colors now, so
Yes.
So
Matisse has a lot of
easier
cool
to distinguish.
details
E gets
Yeah.
in there.
for hugging.
AC 5 totally misses. AC 6. Okay, Die, you're done.
retired for the night.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this one here,
Double parking.
Yeah, no parking in the yard.
casts a spell, and this puff of green smoke goes at you,
Oh.
Arvine.
Oh,
Go.
Your Constitution saving throw.
Well then. Oh, where'd that go? Shoot. Cocked. F and A.
Get cocked.
yacked.
Okay, let's see here. So it'll be a 21.
21. You succeed. You
Okay.
feel the poison try to course through your body, but you manage to kind of blow a lot of it away. Wave your hands around. Hold your breath just in time. So you're fine.
Okay.
So that is all of them. Then we go to Matisse, our Diva Paladin. Greg, you're muted.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Uh,
So the one guy's still off balance, right?
This brood guard right here is being very reckless.
okay, and that person is not close to me.
Oh no, you
can get
you're adjacent. She's in an adjacent square.
Okay,
You're
so
here, she's right next to you.
and since I don't have advantage, this will be a regular attack.
No, Greg, listen. She's
You have
reckless.
advantage.
She's
Oh, I
reckless,
do.
which means you do have advantage.
Oh, okay, on that part, got it.
Yeah, she's
got
using
it,
the
got it,
barbarian
got it.
reckless attack like you used.
Got it. I should know this because I play mini barbarian.
Roger. Greg's favorite class.
He likes big tattooed people with.
Oh Jesus!
That hit
Oh,
really
man.
hard.
All right, so that is going to be 15 to hit.
15. She tries to move out of the way, but you hit her in the shoulder with your laser sword.
Ooh.
And for 10, the first one.
10. Okay, got it.
Offhand attack,
She's off balance and she's hurt.
which is a critical.
Oh. Smiting?
Why don't we smite some? Smite some.
Being hurt and off balance,
I
you
might
catch her
smite.
just right.
Smite.
So that I roll
Smitey, mighty.
5 dice with that.
Well, it depends on how many spell slots you're
just-
using.
Just one.
Right, and then
And-
an additional
and two for the
one for
weapon.
his normal attack.
Right, so
2
it's
for the
6.
open attack.
Okay, 6 dice.
So it's 6 dice, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Matt.
Mapping.
The 5 comes from if he had already rolled one of his d8s. That's yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one is 6 on it. Okay, so that is a nice roll. 6, 10,
10 damage? That's not very good.
16,
Troll
21, 24, plus 8, 32.
Does that include your +7 modifier?
On my offhand, I don't get that on there. I don't think.
That's just your extra attack, Greg.
It's not your offhand.
It's not an offhand.
Okay. So
you
that
get
would
your
be plus 7 to that total.
So 39?
So 39?
Yes.
Damn.
That's some rogue level shit, man.
Yeah.
Paladin spike damage.
She was already hurt and she was off balance, and you take advantage of that to
Take
smash
advantage of
her,
her, man. Take advantage.
smash her right across the face with your laser sword, and she takes 39 force damage, and you like cave in the side of her head, and she dies.
Yes.
That one.
Take
nice.
away my fun. Although she question is she more tanky than the others? I'm guessing she might have been, but who knows?
With short rest, do we
Barbie
get spell
type.
slots back?
No.
Not unless you're a
Sadly,
warlock.
no.
Oh, okay.
If you're a warlock,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg, do you have level 2 spell slots now?
I do. Yes.
Oh, so you have some big smites potentially on deck if you need them. That's awesome.
Yes.
Good shit,
I have
man.
2 of those left.
Or high level curing, one or the other.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're belchy again.
That was the first one all night.
It's okay. I was farting earlier.
Yeah, but you're
pregnant
pregnant.
lady.
You have an excuse.
Greg, is Matisse done?
Gassy ladies in the
Yes,
house.
that is the end of
Pregnancy
me.
gas. Wonderful.
All right, Strax, our Hobgoblin Artificer, and your 2 constructs.
Okay, so let's see.
Team Strix.
Okay, so
Okay.
Okay.
Here's the Yonti, right?
here's the Strax, see?
Dang, that's a sweet Strax, you might say.
Right.
Oh, I call him
Oh,
sweet.
no.
Alrighty.
Sweet.
Salty, maybe.
He is pretty
All
salty.
right. So for
I need another
something.
set of giant dice so I can roll advantage with my giant dice.
I've only got one left for that.
Christmas is coming, Greg. What?
I can't roll
Right on the board.
advantage with 2-sized dice. It's like balls. They don't work well that way. One shouldn't be
Snap
smaller
into
than
a
the other.
Strax, Jim.
I like writing funny things on this really cool Loki battle map book that I can just erase with one
Yes.
erase.
Please sponsor
Not
us.
sponsored, but please do.
Strax is
For the listeners at home,
Okay,
the
so-
DM just told us to lick him.
I did not tell you that I wrote it on my really cool Loki battle
Well,
map.
you told us by writing.
But it had an
Communication.
exclamation mark on it,
It
so
did.
that is imperative.
He
that we
was
Pink.
emphatic.
And in pink.
What you doing, Strax?
All right. So let's see. Strax is going to do a little bit of battlefield control to see if it helps. All right. So you see, I can what is obviously some sort of cleric-y person way back there.
way back.
That appears to be one of the priests.
So a 20-foot cube, starting with her in the back of it, and going 1 up and 2 down.
Excuse me.
Does
Strax-
it have a particular color?
Not well, kind of a pale whitish blue.
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 I vote blue.
All right, so it's a 20-foot cube, so it's 4 squares on a side.
Yep.
And you want it where?
She's at the back of it. Go 1 up from her
Yep.
So there.
Yep.
And then 2 down from her.
and 2 down from her.
2 down from her. There.
There's
Okay.
your
Yep.
corners.
And-
yeah.
From there
Towards
to
the
there is
party.
the back side.
And that's the back edge.
That's the back edge.
The back edge.
That
Well,
one's not writing.
Yeah,
That
can't
one is
see
not
it.
writing.
Huh.
Oh no!
I thought we tested them all.
Defective.
Oh. Aw.
Whoa!
That
Not
one is
working.
not
Not-
effective.
Not
Maybe it
working
just
well on
doesn't
that
work on that
map.
color.
Yeah.
Not so much.
All right,
Okay, what is that 20-foot cube, Strax?
Okay, so again, reaches into his pouch, attaches this little pouch to an arrow, and shoots it out and lands in that area. And in that area, a just Go ahead and laugh. This white sticky substance just explodes over the area.
That is the appropriate response.
The
White
only way I can
sticky
explain it because
stuff
this is webs.
exploding out in a string.
So you pull a Spider-Man.
Yes,
It's web. Gotcha.
and it's web.
Wet and
Let's
webbed
see.
Kool-Aid style.
Pick webbing at a point of your choice within range. Fill a 20-foot cube from that point of that for the duration, which
Oh,
is
a cube. Dang. So
the webs are
upward.
difficult terrain and lightly obscure the area. Don't. Although it's not really attached to walls, this is just layered on the ground for this.
You got to keep your shooter clean, buddy.
Each creature that starts its turns in the webs or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. And you can use an action to make a strength check to see if you can break free.
Okay. So when that Yuan-Ti starts its turn, then when the priest starts their turn, they'll have to make a dexterity save, you said?
Correct.
Okay.
Or be restrained.
Or restrained. Got it.
Okay, so that is action. I don't really have a good bonus to action because I've already cast a spell. So I will arrange SDO or GH88. I instruct him to go up to where the A marker is and take the dodge action.
5, 10. Okay.
Yep. And SDO1, I instruct him to go down to where the E marker is and take the dodge action.
So he's going to provoke from this one?
Oh, he will provoke, won't he?
But you can have him take a dodge action and then move.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Okay.
Take the dodge action and then move over to where the E marker is.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. Okay, disadvantage attack from monster A. It's going to be a 6 AC.
That will not make it.
Clang off the steel hide of the steel defender.
Yep. I will then position myself in the little hole in our cube in order to close ranks. And that's turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Then it is Arvine, our SMR fighter.
Okay. She's going to turn and see that there's one guy she could swing on with advantage right away.
Yep.
So she's going to...
Because SDO1 is
Okay.
flanking over there.
So katanas, here we go. Slash, slash.
Splash.
Right. That's not the best rolls in the world. But we'll see.
Good enough. They don't seem very tanky.
Might be good enough. We'll see. Okay. AC 16 to hit.
16 on one of the purebloods. That does connect.
Okay. All right. So that is going to hit for. Let's see here. 11. 11 slashing.
Okay. You slash across that scaly hide.
Okay, so then let's see here. Extra attack. Swings
Extra
in again with the primary sword.
Another katana slash.
That's going to hit for AC more. AC 19 to hit.
That will
It's
also
gonna-
hit.
Going to hit for 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And
2 good
then-
hits.
Then whips up with the offhand one. Bonus action, offhand attack.
This is another katana.
Yep. And that's going to hit for AC 25.
That'll
Dice
hit.
is cocked. That's going to hit for another 11 slashing.
Okay, that bloodies monster E.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
All
And
right.
to remind myself and for the benefit of the listeners, you are reskinning scimitars. Is that what it is?
I am reskinning rapiers.
Rapiers, okay.
As katanas. Yeah.
Which as part of that, we're allowing them to do slashing damage just
Smallish.
for the rules lawyers out there.
Yep. Smallish katana is appropriate for her build and her fighting style. Yep. 2-weapon. All right, so that's it. She
Okay. Good
hangs
job,
there,
Arvine.
ready to go.
Then it is the priest's turn. So the priest is starting inside the web.
Yep.
So let's see.
So dexterity.
Yes, so let's see. I'm not. This is weird because the priest has magic resistance, which says that it has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Now this is like a physical object that is created by a spell. Is it something that you are concentrating on?
It is. Well, let me just confirm. Yes, it is a concentration.
Okay. In which
So
case,
it's a spell effect.
if it wasn't concentration, I might say that it just made them and now they're there and they don't count as magic anymore. But because you're concentrating, I would say that it does count as magical.
Nope, that's how I would call it.
So a dexterity saving throw with advantage. Both the same number, which probably isn't going to be enough. DC 12.
Is not going to make it. So she is restrained until she can pass a strength check.
Okay. So that was at the start of her turn. So she hasn't tried to move unless she's restrained. She hasn't taken her action. So I'm going to take a quick look here at her sheet. See, what does she have? Okay. Given this monster template here, I think what she's going to do is she's going to shoot out this beam of sickly green energy. It shoots out right at Eustrax.
Oh dear. A duck.
So let's see.
You took the dodge action, right?
Poor little dude.
I have a giant sleepy Pawnee cat on the chair next to me.
Got a very scared Marty.
Oh, baby.
AC
Hopper.
9's probably going to miss you.
That will miss.
Okay, then another blast.
Oh. Multiple spells.
AC 24.
Yes, that will hit.
You take 5 force damage.
Take 5 force damage, and let me roll concentration on that. Come on.
Fail concentration.
No paper.
Cock.
This is cat.
Ah,
Like all traumatized.
Hey.
I did fail concentration. I got a 6.
Oh, aren't you a warcaster?
I am not a warcaster yet.
Oh, not yet. I
So
see.
now I'm going to erase this cool thing that I drew on this Loki battle mat.
We are not sponsored by Loki Battle Maps. Please sponsor us. No.
I missed the 80s theme neon pink
Oh, buddy.
square that was
Oh,
right there
buddy.
on those keen battle mats from
Loki?
I got to tell you, I'm really enjoying these battle mat things. Are really awesome.
Or
little
I
pupper.
want to hug him.
I do
He's
too.
shaking. He's shaking like a leaf.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Hey, don't set off fireworks, people.
the Yanti priest is that's their turn. They're just going to stay in that spot, and we are back up to the top of the initiative, and the Brood Guard has died. So we go to Janie, our Kalashtar sorceress.
Can you remind me what the two 15-foot cones look like?
Yes.
They look like hugging.
and spanking.
Oh.
Hugging in fire form.
I actually, the face on one might get the 3 on the bottom. Yeah, you could totally get the 3.
But I can't without hitting you. And,
No, if you sidestep one,
I would.
if you
I would-
slide to the right, you'll be
I
able
would
to.
seriously focus on the caster chick, really, because we don't know what power that
Yeah.
person has.
Because that hits those 3 dudes, doesn't hit me, doesn't hit SDO1.
Okay, well, I'm going to
Yeah.
do that then.
Yeah.
Because why the hell not?
Okay, so these 3 right here.
Yes. Yep. So I stretch out my hands, with holding my thumbs touching and my fingers spread, and a thin sheet of flame shoots forth.
Sally forth, flames.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. So a dexterity saving throw on E, who is bloodied, which for the listeners is less than half their maximum hit points. That is going to be a 12.
That would fail.
Okay. And then D, monster D, 15.
That will make it.
Okay. And then F,
Jeez, I should be rolling my wild surge die for my hit rolls. Christ.
it's a 16.
That'll make it. Okay, so for the ones that made it, it's going to be 7.
7.
Fire damage, and the ones that didn't, it will be 14.
So monsters D and F take half, and they get a little bit singed. And monster E takes the full brunt of the fire and takes 14 fire damage and had 14 hit points left.
Nice job.
Burned up.
Yeah, Janie.
I did not wild search.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 that time.
You step out, shoot flames, step back.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
And Greg, just so you know, when you did your smiting, that UNT had 30 hit points and you did 39, so that was a pretty good use of critical and smiting.
It was
Nice.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Because barbarian types tend to be tanky.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank
that
you,
was Janie.
Tankerson.
Now we're on to the
Tankerson.
Pure Bloods.
Pure blood.
So let's start going around the board here. Let's start with, let's see, B doesn't like that flanking over there. So B is going to attack the Golem of Healing, GH88.
With
Oh.
disadvantage.
I thought that was A.
No, this one here is attacking.
Oh, okay.
But GH88 is
Is-
dodging.
Taking
Just dodging.
offense to his ally being flanked. I see.
Correct. Yep. So with disadvantage. Ooh, AC 7.
Yeah, GH88 just kind of
Looks at him. Funny.
mocking laughter goes across his display.
He does like the Matrix dodge and then
Laughy faces. Laughy face emojis.
I can see this like mechanical backbend, right?
He does like Bender from.
Futurama.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
The second scimitar attack is a 14.
That also will clang off his metal hide.
All right, climbs off the hide.
Hidey ho.
All right, so then UNTA will make an attack, will make 2 scimitar attacks on Matisse or Diva Paladin.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. First
Please, may I have
attack.
another?
AC 12.
Miss.
Clang. Second attack. AC 9.
Miss.
Clang. Monster C. UNTC is going to try the same thing. AC 18.
Miss.
Clang.
Tankstress.
It's going to divert its other attack onto Arvine.
Aw.
AC 19
That'll hit.
for 6 slashing.
Okay.
Pupper.
They're having a hard time with this 6 foot tall blue chick.
7 foot.
Oh, sorry, 7 foot's all blue chick. Sorry.
He just likes them 6 feet.
It's true. Yuan TD is going to take a couple of scimitar attacks on Arvine.
SD will
one.
impose.
Disadvantage is 18 with disadvantage.
Ouch. Yeah, that'll hit.
Ooh,
5 slashing.
Okay.
Yikes.
Okay, bud.
Then regular attack. AC 16.
That'll miss.
You move out of the way of that one. Then Yuan Chi F is going to attack SDO1.
Oh, no.
Still dodging.
Still dodging. Disadvantage. AC 9.
Nope.
Then one more attempt. AC 14.
Nope.
Clang, clang. Keeps hitting off these constructs. It's hard to get through their metal hides. So that was all
Their little
those.
snake brains don't understand.
Snakes.
Matisse, our 7 foot tall diva paladin.
All right. I think I have flanking with SD1. Is that
GH88, yes you do.
EH88? Okay.
Yeah, on A.
I should swing around Whale on C, who's right there. On the
Well,
other
A is the one you have advantage with.
Oh, A. Okay.
Yeah, it's a, yep.
All right. So A. I'm
Second,
I'm All right.
Castle. Ooh.
Okay, so that's going to be 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Crunch.
And that is going to be for 13.
Okay, smash with the laser sword.
And attack number 2.
Attack number 2.
Oh, shit. Whoops.
Ting, ting, ting.
All right. So that is going to be AC 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
And that is going to be for 11.
11.
Okay, that bloodies A.
Whoa.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Brown, brown with the laser sword. All set?
I'm thinking I'm going to use. No, I'm not going to use that yet.
Okay,
So
you're
that's
all
it.
set? All right.
Yeah.
Strax.
Just save for the universe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, Strax is all about taking out the ones that are hurt. So he's going to turn his boltcaster-like thing on
That
A.
was not Flash
Ready?
Gordon.
What are you doing, Strax?
Strax is just going to shoot A.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Shoot
Dude,
it.
A?
Shoot
Ah?
A?
A.
Eh?
A?
No. Attack number 1 on A.
This is with the hand crossbow.
Yep. Yeah. With the jazzed up hand crossbow that looks like a boltcaster.
Jazzed up.
AC 16.
16 does hit.
It doesn't take
5
disadvantage
minimum
because he has
damage.
crossbow expert.
Right.
Attack number 2.
Sorry, I didn't get the damage.
6.
6.
Sorry, 5. 5 damage.
Got
Minimum
it.
damage. So cocked. Attack number 2.
Hits it in the shoulder.
AC 18.
18 will hit.
Or 9.
9.
Niner.
And
49er.
Takes another one in the chest.
crossbow experts bonus action attack. So one more time.
Boni action attack.
That's not good. AC 11.
AC 11 hits.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, well that's for another 6 damage.
alrighty then.
So
You put
11
3 bolts in that UIT and it's still standing.
11 hits the 3 of those. All right, good to know. AC tracker.
And then the droids.
They're,
not what
well,
you're
I've used my
looking
bonus action, so they're still taking a dodge action.
So they're dodging. Okay. All right. I mean, now I got that song in my head now.
You're welcome.
You did it.
That's your own damn
yourself,
fault.
That wasn't the song by Queen. I'm disappointed.
Huh?
Was it a song by Queen, or was it so badly sung that I couldn't tell?
The whole soundtrack was by Queen.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was a very stereotypically Queen song.
Savior of the universe. I thought you were doing the theme to Jaws. I'm like, what is happening?
No.
You shut your face. Shut your face, Greg. Shut your face.
Yes. That's what it sounded.
Second wave. Die.
George Williams is rolling his eyes right now.
Okay.
That's John Williams.
John Williams.
That's what I meant.
It's the second time you got his name wrong.
Shut up!
Oh yeah, D&D.
Oh, yeah, we are playing
Squirrel.
aren't we?
Arvine.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Asimar Fighter.
Asmar. All right, so Arvine is going to step 2 squares to the right, as we can see it.
Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, Arvine, if you do take that 2 steps to the right there, then that means you get flanking with on D there.
That would be the plan, yes.
Really? Okay. Glad I told you.
Good job
It
pointing
wouldn't
that
seem
out
the
there,
other way.
Kate.
Seen it otherwise.
John.
Oh my god.
Troll the lol.
Troll, love you guys too. It's not rolling
I'm
a 2
remaining
and a 6.
Great.
But luckily,
Not play
they're easy to
D&D with
hit.
Cade and John.
What was that? I didn't
Nothing.
catch it.
I'm
All right.
neutral. I'm like France. Well, no,
So
France isn't neutral.
let's see here. That's going to be AC 13 to hit.
The 13 does hit.
Oh,
Okay, so that's going to be for 5.
5.
This is on D.
Yep.
Okay. Slash with the katana.
And extra attack.
Yep. Okay.
That's going to hit for AC 20
What do you hit?
for 12 12 slashing.
All right, that bloodies D.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let me take a quick look at the situation here. She is gonna whirl around with the offhand bonus action attack. All the hugging.
Slash. Spin around. Slash again.
Yeah, so that is gonna be for AC 19. That's gonna
Alright.
be for 10 more slashing.
Okay, you're not sure how, but that LNT is still up.
Okay. So she
Looks
is-
equally as hurt as A.
Yeah.
They're both just
see
barely
here.
hanging on.
Oh.
That means they have 1 hit point left.
Let's see here.
I am looking at a pair of ones over here.
I don't feel like burning my action surge even with that tidbit of info. So she's going to close formation again with the rest of the group. So 2 steps slide to the left.
She
Takes
comes
2 steps
together
forwards, 2 steps back.
Oh.
because the party is
Dun,
where
dun,
it's
dun.
at.
Who's this the track?
Okay.
And you know.
So it's her turn.
It
That's a
ain't
check.
fiction.
Just
Team
a
Strax.
natural fact.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
Oh, wait,
Chris-
sorry.
Chris said
no,
Team
no.
Strax,
No,
and I was perplexed.
It's I was looking at the wrong thing. It's the
Priestess
priest.
Biatch.
It's the priest's turn. The priest is gonna keep shooting at Thrax because she's annoyed by him.
Oh.
I don't know why
Join
she
the
would
club,
be.
man.
So
Yeah.
mean.
So another green Eldritch Blast. AC 13.
Miss.
You duck under that one. Priest tries again. Ugh. AC 7.
The first one didn't.
Can't hit with those Eldritch Blasts. Alright, then it is back up the top of the initiative. Round 3. We have, let's see, Which one of those guys?
The dead berserker thingy.
Okay, no, I just have got this one.
Berserker.
So we have 5 of the purebloods left, 2 of which are bloodied, and then we have the priest. Nobody in the party is bloodied, so we are back up to Janie, our Clash Star sorceress.
Hi.
Jamie's got a staff.
I had this idea for a minute to like when I'm editing this, like put the Flash Gordon music there, but unfortunately that's copyrighted, so I can't do that.
Can't do that. We can make bad representations of it with
You shut up! I was doing good. You shut your face. Shut your pie hole.
I wonder if any of our royalty. There might be royalty-free music that's similar to that, though.
There might be. I'm surprised that
big entry.
The big O soundtrack.
Big O.
I'm surprised that Tabletop Audio hasn't, because they did the one that was very similar to the movie The Thing with Kurt Russell, the John Carpenter one.
Yeah.
And I used that because they did a little bit of a different version, but it sounded just like it, so I used that for that episode.
It's cool.
So what you doing?
Janie?
Is it time to take my turn now?
Yeah.
Take your turn, burner of villagers.
Music.
And villages.
So I am going to burn 5 of my sorcery points
Wow.
to regain a 3rd level spell slot.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Burninate.
To drop a fireball in the party.
Burning it in the countryside.
Well, that is an option. I could drop a fireball.
I'm sure we'd survive.
Set her
I
right
survived.
on Matisse.
I'll just come back to haunt you.
No, I don't think I'd be hitting enough of them like that. So I'm going to instead cast Magic Missile.
Magic
Oh.
So that's going to be 5 darts. First dart is going at A.
Ah.
Ha
For 4 force damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Poof.
The second one is going at D
We're dead.
for maximum damage. The 5.
Wicked smart.
He's double dead.
People forget about the laugh.
Yeah, Janie.
And
That's
the
about
last
standards.
3 are going at the priestess bitch.
Ooh.
Gosh.
Oh, bitch.
Hit that bitch.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 force damage.
9.
Woo. 9.
And I did not wild surge.
No one
No.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Good round, Janie.
I had to use all of my D4s for that. Just FYI.
Now we're back to the pure bloods. So let's see. These two getting a little bit smarter. They seem to hiss at each other in Abyssal. This one's going to move down here.
They are pretty abyssal.
You're pretty abysmal.
There's Matisse there. This is B here.
But you are pretty.
Aw.
I take an attack on Matisse. The scimitar. Whoa. Whoa. Where'd that go? Crap.
Check your butt.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the cats ate it.
Oh, honey.
Don't put it in any kind of crack out there. Crack kills.
Crack is whack.
Oh, it's a natural one.
Yo.
I will miss.
Second attack is AC 9, clangs off your shield.
Miss.
This one moves into the flank because they do have some intelligence. Scimitar on Matisse. AC 11.
Miss.
And AC 22
That will hit.
for a massive 3 slashing.
Oh my gosh. It broke my chips off my something or other.
Oh, uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. I couldn't
shoulder?
come up with anything there.
Smudged my armor.
There we go. He put a chink in my armor.
You broke my arm.
All right, F's gonna attack SDO1 with disadvantage. AC 9.
No.
Gets sick of that. Moves over here. Attacks Arvine.
Imposes.
And the thing still gets in his way. AC 8. Rawr, biting onto its tail. Rawr. All right, so that's those 3. And then it is Matisse, or do you have a paladin?
Okay, so I think I have one now on my other side there. B.
Right here? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you're being flanked by B and C.
Okay, so let's see. Do I have any party member near me?
You've got all your party members around you.
But they're not in flanking position.
Nope. Nobody in
Correct.
flanking position.
Correct.
Okay. Boo.
Yeah,
All right.
you'd have to provoke to do it. Yeah.
All right, attack number 1.
Who are you attacking?
B.
B.
Attacking B.
B for best.
So 15 to hit,
15 does hit.
and it's going to be for 9.
Takes the hit from the laser sword.
And let's go for this one.
Attack number 2.
What did I do? Okay. Why did I
Roll the dice.
I rolled the wrong thing.
Why did I do what I just did?
All right.
I asked that myself a lot.
That is going to
I asked myself that a lot.
10. A 10 to hit.
10 to hit. You actually miss. It slowed this out of the way.
Wow.
AC 11 is the target.
Okay.
See tracker.
I can't use that right now.
Team Strax.
Team Strax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, now that Matisse has done contemplating second wind, it's time for Strax to start sucking wind.
Wow.
All right.
You're gonna start
What are you
gassing?
sucking?
Wow.
Never mind. Jeez.
Uh,
Because he is going to start.
why don't you take a step back and get flanking with GH88?
I can't flank with my current weapon.
Oh, crossbows.
Yeah.
That's right, because you can't. What about your halberd?
I'd have to switch, and the halberd doesn't do anywhere near as much damage. I'd rather get 3 shots with the crossbow. So,
Yeah.
Snake.
so shot number 1 on
Snake
fire
boot?
number 1 on B.
Oh.
And AC 24 will be
PP?
very nicely for 10 points of max damage.
You're
What was the damage strike?
I have
10
these mature.
points
10
on
points.
10 points on B.
10
our
points.
Attack
DM
number
is so
2.
mature it hurts.
Chris is writing about snake genitalia on his board.
Well,
with-
boobs aren't genitalia.
Because he can.
you know, and boobs. Boys.
And boobs.
Oh,
Boobs aren't
AC more.
genitalia.
That's fair.
AC
No,
more.
they're not boob penises
25.
or penises.
25 hits.
Excuse me, for
We're
7
talking
damage.
over John's turn.
Sorry.
I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. I do it to everybody else, so whatever.
We love you, John.
We just get so excited about snake
Takes a
boobs.
second bolt.
Third one, AC 11
That does it.
for 7 more damage.
Okay.
I'll have GH88 move over to where the B marker is.
Okay.
And I will have SDO1 move 2 steps to the right.
2 steps, 2 steps, 2 steps, 2 steps, 2 steps.
Now it's
Because
innate
SDO1 does
penis.
not have penis. And they both take the dodge action.
Snake.
All right.
Pass turn.
So the droids are setting up flanking again. Okay.
Nice.
Passing turn.
Oh,
To
good.
Arvine, our SMR fighter.
All right, so Arvine is going
You're
to hug
Akbar.
F. Right? F is the one
F.
between me and SCO1. Why is F? Yeah, I was very confused.
Three hugs. I don't know why the J is pointed at Arvine either, but you know.
So yeah, max damage, but the first attack only hits AC 10 because I rolled a 1 and a 3. So let's extra
Seriously?
attack.
4 and higher, and you still miss?
Yep, let's try this again. Okay, that will hit for AC 16.
That'll hit.
That will hit for 8 slashing damage.
This is on C or F?
F.
Oh, yeah, that's right. F. How much damage?
6. Oh, no, 8. Sorry. Math.
Got it.
F and snake.
So, and then offhand attack.
Slice his snake penis off.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Sorry. The dice went behind. So that's gonna hit for AC 19
Hit.
for a whopping, let's see here, 5 damage.
Takes it. Slash.
So then, let's see here. Looking at the dwindling numbers, she is going to use her action surge. So that gets her another attack and extra attack. Because fighter. Alright, so swinging again. Gonna hit for AC 14.
Hit.
It's gonna hit for, let's see here, 12 slashing damage.
Bloody.
Okay. So
Effing bloodied.
And she is going to swing again with that extra attack.
Do it again!
It's going to hit for AC 17.
Hit.
That is going to hit for another 10 slashing damage.
Still up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I haven't even been doing that right.
She's going to hold where she is.
Well, where she is, okay.
Yep.
So, at this point during the battle, like you can see, the battle's raging all around you, and it seems to be that the UNT are being overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of the monstrous humanoids that are all coming in.
Yeah.
So the remaining ones that are in your sort of little area of the combat, they take the disengage action, and they run off in a retreat with the rest of the UNT, who seem to be basically trying to flee the city and trying to survive under the weight of this giant mass of monstrous humanoids that are all basically coming in and beating the crap out of them, essentially. So we'll come out of rounds, and you guys tell me what you want to do.
Loot the city.
Grab as many scimitars as we can.
Yeah, I mean...
So I'll check the lizard folk. The leader of the lizard folk comes up to you and says,
I was just going to go look for it.
You do a good job. You drop dome. We bring all of our friends. We stop Yuan Ti. Thank you for help and ship and talking rock.
Thank you for your help. Thank you.
We could not have won this battle without you. Your help was essential in turning the tide.
Y'all talk too much. Let's go.
You stay for you stay for Yuan Ti dinner if you like.
Absolutely, we're here to celebrate a glorious victory.
Dinner, huh?
Oh, the roasting snake.
That was a great fight.
Snake on stick. Tastes real good.
No, thank you.
Hey, I'll try anything once.
Well, we'll have to talk with our captain. I mean, let's see. Are we confident that we thoroughly searched the weapon rooms and stuff like that, Chris? I'm assuming with all that time we did. So I'd say check it. I kind of nudge Strax and say, "You want to see if Braun wants us to get out of here, or does he want us to look and see if there's anything we can scavenge?"
I'll calm the ship. But if the battle's over, I'm sure the guys won't mind coming in and seeing what we can load up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Hal.
Yes, Strax.
Well, looks like the fight here is just about over. We've been invited to stay for dinner. How about the boys? Boys might have a chance to take a look around the city here, see if there's anything of interest for them.
That sounds good, Strax.
Yeah, let Captain know that we'll be hanging about for a little while he, goes on a bit of salvage.
So, there are, I mean, it's not a huge city, but it's inundated with all these monstrous humanoids at this point. So, they want to keep the stuff that's in the city and separate it among themselves. Okay. Essentially, they are very friendly. They do invite you to have dinner with them as they celebrate their victory.
Okay.
But essentially, like the humanoids that are there are all like staking claim to buildings and different things and residences, and they're all trying to populate the city now on their own. So there isn't a whole lot of opportunity for you guys to loot, really.
Okay.
That's fine. They probably earned it. They've been sacrificing their people.
That's okay. Yeah, it's probably a lot of.
I wouldn't have done this without this.
It's probably a lot of their possessions getting.
I heard the
stolen.
Yanti tastes like chicken. Is that true?
So the ship flies down and it hovers about like 20 feet above the ground, and they put down ropes, and some of the crew climb down and want to take part in like the celebratory dinner. Braun does not seem to have any interest in it, so he stays on the ship, and so does Hal. But a lot of the other crew come down, and
hey, we got a diverse crew. We got a diverse crew. They can just blend right in, stake their own claim. Who's gonna?
Yeah. Yeah, and this actually, let me rephrase this a little bit. It's very late at night, so it's like in like the middle afternoon of that same day, where basically the people disembark from the ship, and you guys have like a dinner. So you guys get a long rest, and then you have a dinner with the people on the planet.
That's cool.
Oh,
Okay.
yay! I get to eat, which means I'm not exhausted anymore.
Yes, you lose your level of exhaustion. So you celebrate with Achuk and the Lizardmen and the Troglodytes and the Kobolds and everybody else that's around here.
And I get drunk.
I get
Cool, I get drunk.
I get drunk.
Roll to see if I'm getting drunk.
Matissa and Strax are toasting their victory with.
But Strax, are there any girls there?
If there are any girls there, I want to do
them.
They're all monstrous.
Does
So
Strax find an appropriately aged hobgoblin lady among
He's
the
pretty
crowd?
hairy, so
I told you.
So over the course
Elegantly hairy.
over the course of that dinner, you do manage to find out through Achak, the leader of the Lizardmen, that the crystal was found by the UNT when they were basically digging a mass grave for the bodies of some of their slaves.
oh, jeez.
Yeah.
They were sacrificing a lot of their slaves, and they were bringing in lots of slaves, more so than usual, because they were trying to find out how to do this ritual that essentially would have wiped out all of the other monstrous human races on the planet except for the UNT. And they were using the power of that crystal to not only power the dome, but to basically try to figure out how to do this ritual where they would wipe out all of the other races on the planet.
Wow.
Could I get can I get from him like just a rough idea of the location of where they dug up the crystal? Because mining rights would be something worth negotiating for.
I mean, they can easily tell you where the spot is, but
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that you're even talking about right now, John.
More of them.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
They were trying to Thanos the planet. Good deal.
They only had the one, so you kind of get the impression that it's just a one-off. But
It makes sense. If they had found one, they probably would have dug for more already.
Yeah.
Yep.
They show you where they found it, and it's a pit that's much, much bigger than you would think for a mass grave. It's really, really big. You think that they were trying to mine for it.
I'm not finding any more.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
But you still think it's worth a lot of gold, though.
Well, what
hint,
was?
hint. Nudge.
No, the fact that it's broken apart doesn't mean that it's not worth a lot of money.
Oh, even in pieces.
There's still four
Sweet.
parts of it.
Correct.
Hey, let's go to the rock and see what we can. It's got to be the right buyer somewhere.
Especially on the
we
rock.
can, see if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So long-term plan, yes, will be to go back to the rock, see if we can find a buyer, and take the spoils for ourselves.
Okay, so
Although,
around.
no, Captain Braun needs a little something for it. He did get us out there.
I mean, he does ask you about
Yeah.
anything that you found that you could share with the crew, which there was.
Nope, didn't find anything.
There was the 3,500 gold pieces, and there was whatever value you wound up getting from the gem.
500 gold pieces.
3,500.
3,500.
Oh,
You guys had found in a previous adventure
okay.
3,500 gold pieces, which I think you found it in the temple last adventure.
Okay.
Yes, when we were carefully looking at everything instead of going after that guy.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, because there was basically a bunch of gold collected from the countless numbers of slaves that they were sacrificing.
I completely missed that.
Yeah.
To
Or I
figure
just
out
don't
the
remember
ritual.
it. My brain
Yeah.
picked it out.
I don't know if
Whatever.
I even wrote down the right number, but thank you for reviewing
Yeah,
that.
but
Okay.
essentially everybody gets 100 gold because there's 35 people on the crew, including you.
Sweet.
Yes.
So everybody gets
100
some.
gold for that now.
Everybody gets 100 of that gold right now, and then you
Okay.
can split up the value of the gem when you get back to the rock with the rest of the crew.
I could get me some sweet armor soon.
Well, if we don't have to keep running off on these weird vision quests or something like that, I can probably whip us up some.
Well, I think saving the peoples of the planet was worth it. So
Yeah,
Thank
whatever.
you.
We got money out of it. That's fine.
He's
I
such a
appreciate
goody
it.
goody.
Oh,
Wouldn't even let me sacrifice the prisoners to get up to make our escapes. What kind of military tactician is she?
she's not a military.
Doesn't even
tactician.
understand acceptable losses.
Clearly not a hobgoblin.
Clearly.
Happily.
More is the pity.
So after a late lunch of snake, celebrating with all of the monstrous
Ew.
humanoids, the ship is ready to go. Are you guys all good to go?
I don't think there's any particular
Yeah.
anything left that Strax would find particularly useful for his experiments. So no.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all set. I say thank you to Achak again. Bid farewell.
Yep, and he thanks you again.
Yep.
So you get on to the Star Runner, the rest of the crew, and you return to the Rock of Brawl. The journey was 5 days to get here through wild space, so it takes you 5 days to get back.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a note of that. +5. Okay. So you arrive back at the Rock on stardate 0609.8, and the ship docks, and people start to disembark. And you tell me what you want to do.
Let's go regale Luigi with this wonderful tale. He'll love it.
Yep. What time of day is it?
Now we got to sell these gems.
It's about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, let's go sell gems and check in on the shop, and then we could grab a roll and head over and have lunch with Luigi.
All right.
You going over to the shop first, over to the Hammered Unicorn Forge.
Yes.
Well, I assume
Well-
we're passing by the market first.
You
Yeah.
you would
So
be
we
able
try to
pass by the
sell
Lesser
the crystal first, right? Yeah. So
Market. Okay, so you're heading over to the Lesser Market to see if you can hawk the crystal.
Sure.
Hawk.
Okay. So
Well, tell me how much each one is worth individually first.
okay, hold on.
Yep.
So as you are approaching the Lesser Market, there seems to be some kind of a commotion going on. As you get closer, you can see that there is a battle occurring in the middle of the Lesser Market,
uh-oh.
and as you get even closer, who has Arvine? You have the highest passive perception.
Yep.
You can see that the daughter of the bounty hunter Balazar, Callista, she is being attacked. And she is fighting off a group of people all on her own.
Oh, jeez.
Is she winning?
She seems to be holding her own at the moment, but she is outnumbered, and you don't think that's going to last very long.
Okay. Turn to the others and go.
Excellent. Hold her down. Let me get a shot in.
Callista's over there under attack. Let's go. And she pulls her swords and just dashes off.
Okay.
There she goes, charging in before thinking again.
I cast magic missile.
So you guys rush to Callista's aid, and we're going to end there for tonight. We'll pick up there next time. So I have to say that adventure went surprisingly, like it went pretty much exactly the way that I had planned it to go, which I did not expect to happen. I thought you guys were going to go off in one of a million different directions, and I was going to be exercising my improvisation muscles. And I basically,
we do like to make you work out, Chris.
I know. And like I wrote it out in a certain way, and I said, if they do it this way, that's fine, but I'm expecting them to not do that. And I pretty much followed my adventure exactly as it was written.
Well, now I'm disappointed. See, we should have gone with the negotiation route. I'm telling you. See,
it's fine with me either way, but it was easier that you guys went the way that I wrote it, and I'm like, okay, that's cool with me.
You guys should listen to me more when I tell you to do stuff. Like destroy things, or the people are evil, or any number of things.
In the last adventure, when Strax kept...
It wasn't that we didn't think they were evil.
Yeah.
FYI.
When Strax kept saying that he was going to run out there, I kept thinking to myself, if they run out there, because Strax kept pushing that, I'm like, they're going to get killed so fast by this giant hail of arrows.
Hey, Strax is all for, Yeah.
Hey, Arvine was the one that was going to just start shooting at the hip.
Which I thought that was hilarious. I was like, "Oh my god, is she seriously doing that?" And then everybody was like, "No, don't do that, no." So, all right, let's say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night.
Good night, listeners.
Good night. We love you.
Flash.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.